I'm so happy.
Me too.
I'm so happy that finally everybody's being proven wrong and I was right all along. The best thing in the world is to be right. And I was right.
Yes. And also, we finally did another episode! Yes! Finally!
Comically, delays aside, we've been struggling for a long time.
We've been doing a lot of stuff recently. A lot's kind of been going on, so uploads are going to be kind of slow, but we're still doing content. A lot of our plans kind of backfired when it comes to podcast stuff, but we're slowly getting some kind of content out there, so kind of bear with us for a little bit. Right, honey?
Yeah.
But we're still doing content. Anyway, welcome back to the next Charming Analysis podcast. How long has it been since our last upload?
I don't know.
Last one we did was Wish Dragon.
You're the one who mainly keeps up with the channel. No, last one was Luca.
Oh, wait, yeah. Luca and Wish Dragon, actually. Both of them.
Yeah.
So, it's been a while again. Sorry, guys. A lot's been going on, but we have finally found something to do a podcast on because we've seen a couple different things recently. And Owl House Season 2 is still coming as a podcast. It's just going to be a while till all the episodes come out. That we are still planning on doing. Mm-hmm. And we're still trying to figure out the Space Jam stuff. Because I still want to do a podcast on that. But it's probably...
Good luck with that.
We're going to try.
Good luck with that.
We're going to try. Not, oh well. But be certain at least the Owl House Season 2 is coming out for our podcast. With that, for a matter of fact, we are definitely doing. Anyway, we did see some other stuff, but we're going to talk about that at the end. For now, we're going to talk about Vivo! Yes, we finally have seen Vivo.
What? It just came out like a day ago. It's not like we got like public screening for it for a month ago.
I know, but I'm excited.
That we finally get to do a podcast again. And I'm happy we get to do it on another one of Sony's movies.
Which I guess I'm the bigger fan of than you are.
Yeah, but I will admit, a lot of the more recent Sony movies I have been honestly enjoying. Mitchell's vs. Machines has been good, Wish Dragon's been good, and now this.
Yeah.
So yeah, why don't you tell them what Vivo's about, honey?
It's been okay. So this movie has been in production about. I know from what like I've seen of it, it's been in production for about 8 to 10 years.
Damn.
This is one of Lin-Manuel Miranda's passion projects he wanted to do for a very long time. Originated from DreamWorks, moved to Sony through about early in production, so I don't really think that much changed about it. But no, I just remember because I always thought that this was gonna be like an animated musical with anthropomorphic animals. I didn't think that it was gonna have humans involved, and I didn't know it was gonna. I thought this was gonna be one of Sony's more big scale productions, like Spider-Verse was.
Yeah,
Spider-Verse was definitely one of the biggest productions that they ever put out, and I
thought
it was
long
gonna be,
time.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was gonna be something like that, where oh, this is gonna be the fucking musical
of the century,
of the fucking century. Bring back animated musicals again.
However,
but not really. It was pushed on to Netflix. It was, and it's not really I think it's where it should be, but god damn it, if I wouldn't have killed it to actually see it in the theaters.
Yeah, because this is one of those movies that I feel like we should have been able to see in theaters.
I did not explain the plot at all. I did not explain a single lick of the plot.
Please explain the plot before we actually gush about it. Because they need to understand what we're talking about.
No, I'm what's
the old man?
No, not the old man. What's the breed of the
Kinkajou.
Kinkajou. Okay, so it's about Kinkajou named Vivo and his owner who live in Cuba and do a musical duo. And then one day, the owner admits that he wants to see his long lost love at our final show, but I don't think it's the spoiler.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's a spoiler.
Because it's kind of obvious.
Well, it happens very early on in the movie, but the owner dies, sadly, before he could play this one last song that he wrote for her. And so Vivo has to travel to Miami
from Cuba
to go and play the song of his of long lost love while hitchhiking with this girl who doesn't know how to play music. You know what I thought? I thought this was initially going to be about like the journey to from Cuba to Miami, and I thought he was gonna like travel around the world and we would get different like songs like
from all over the world.
I thought it was gonna be like that,
but
it's not.
It's a lot different.
It's a lot different than what I pictured in my head. First, I thought it was going to be anthropomorphic animals.
Well, because from what I remember, we didn't see much promotional stuff until as soon as it got released.
I didn't see any promotional
because
stuff.
The only stuff I remember was seeing the title screen and the title, and that was it. That's all I think we really knew about with Vivo. We didn't find out about it until I think a month or two before it was released.
Yeah, the longest.
So I didn't know what it was about until, we saw the previews for it, the trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this looks interesting. Not what we were expecting, but interesting.
Well, so, you didn't know anything about this project.
I didn't know anything about it until you told me.
You didn't know anything about it until I said, oh yeah, there's a movie called Vivo coming out that's going to be... It was initially 2020 release. It got pushed.
Yeah, this was another one of those movies that got affected by COVID. It was supposed to come out 2020, came out this year. Came out yesterday, but, so, I guess I'll talk about a little bit stuff first before I let you gush about it, but this is one of those movies I feel like, even though it got released to Netflix, which I think was a good move on Sony's part, because they've been getting...
the only move they can get, I think.
Honestly, but, they've also been doing really good when it comes to streaming movies and stuff like that recently. Mm-hmm. They have, 4 movies technically out at this point, with their 4th one coming out October, because that got pushed back. But they've had so many movies do good on streaming. The only one that it hasn't gone to streaming and that's going to be released in theaters, at least that we know of, I don't know if it's going to change or whatever, is Hotel Transylvania 4. So
that won't probably be on
Well, we don't know yet.
No, it won't. I know it won't.
How do you know?
Because it's their final movie. What do they have to lose by losing a profit if they release it in theaters?
Good point. But anyway, back to Vivo. This is one of those movies that I feel like could have done well in theaters. I wish we could have seen it in theaters.
Oh, fucking every single one of their movies could have been good in theaters. Right?
However, because the format of the entire movie was widescreen, but it didn't feel like widescreen for the entire thing though. It felt like it was one of those things where it didn't really bother me because I hate watching widescreen. I'd rather watch full screen stuff.
I don't care.
But that's just me.
I know there's the genius of widescreen argument, but in my honest opinion, I really don't care. I used to prefer full screen, but the thing about it is I know why widescreen exists, and I know that they couldn't have just made it full screen because it was initially made for theaters. You have to work within your aspect ratio. I get it.
Anyway, so...
It wasn't meant for our small screens, let me tell you that.
Yeah, but it's honestly really good. I'm happy that Lin-Manuel Miranda was honestly involved with this movie. It's really good. I didn't know what to expect from it, but...
I expected something along the lines of Moana.
You thought it was going to be like Moana?
I did not care for Moana. I did not care for that at all. That was not Lin-Manuel Miranda's project. That wasn't, he just did the songs. Technically, he just did the songs for this one, too, but he
played more of a part in it.
Yeah, he fucking voices the main character. So.
Yeah, he voices the main character in this, which is honestly nice.
Which I can't, like, legit, I can't see him, like, I can't see him in a role. I can't see him involving, like, other characters. I just see him in general. So every time I hear his voice, I'm like, oh, that's him. And I don't associate that with anything.
But still, I personally liked this movie. I liked the plot of it. Animation is still stellar from Sony, but I like that they did the 2D and the 3D with this one. There were some aspects that were 2D looking.
Oh, you mean like they do it every single one of their movies?
But, like, this, like, it was only for, like, the musical scenes, which I thought, it reminded me a little bit of, like, the style for Princess and the Frog when it came to, like, when Tiana was singing at the beginning of the movie. That gave me this kind of, that kind of vibe, whenever, like, certain...
It looked like the cover of a,
Cover of a what?
It looked like a cover of a Spanish, like a Spanish, I shouldn't say Spanish. It looks like the cover of a Latin, God damn it, oh my god, I'm Salvadorian, I should be able to know this shit.
Latina? Latin?
Well,
what are you trying to say?
well, I haven't taken the fucking Bechdel test yet. Anyway, no, it looks like a vinyl Latin cover.
It kind of does.
It looks like a vinyl Latin color. Like, cover, not color. Cover.
Yeah.
Like you would see on, like, you know, on boulevards.
Yeah, like, it's got, like, really nice
I don't
style
know.
to it.
I know where that's from. Like, I can picture it in my head. I just can't pronounce the fuck.
Also, like, this movie, the soundtrack fucking slaps. All the songs are fucking good in this movie. And a good reason, Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote the songs for it. But the fucking soundtrack slaps. It's so good. Right, honey?
I mean, it reminds me of a lot of the things that he normally does anyway.
But it's nice, though. Like, there's like a mix.
He wrote the songs. It doesn't feel like Moana where Disney wrote the songs and then... I don't even feel his, like, influence in Moana, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I don't.
I didn't even know he did songs for it.
He did.
I actually didn't know that.
He wrote the songs. I guess it makes a difference when he actually performs them.
Yeah, because a lot of the music in this movie was honestly really good.
Yeah, it was really good. It's better than Moana.
Hey, we get it. You don't like Moana.
Well, what? Do you like Moana?
It's not the best movie I've seen. It's kind of more decent. It's not like the best movie, but not the worst movie. Like,
I don't like Moana.
Anyway, can we... Okay,
like, I don't like...
We get it.
I know. Like, okay, can I compare something for a second?
Sure.
Like, Moana versus Vivo.
They're completely different stories, honey.
Yeah, but I get it, but which one do you think had more passion put into it? Like
this.
Exactly.
I understand that, but
so
still.
So why the fuck are people thinking that fucking Sony is still shit?
I don't know.
Like, I honestly am going to go on the whole fucking Disney versus Sony argument. Because
you should just make that a video.
Fuck DreamWorks. DreamWorks ain't competitive anymore. DreamWorks ain't shit anymore. I'm just saying, like, in the argument of, because you know people are going to compare. Because Lin is the same, like, you know, has his name attached to both projects. And you know people are going to be like, well, Disney is more refined with their storytelling. Like, bitch.
Vivo did really good with the storytelling in this. Like, it was
come
very
on.
consistent. It had a good plot to it.
Like, stuff like... Sorry, I was like, I got food still stuck to me.
Oh my gosh, Jay.
I just got out of work. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so... Okay.
I'm sorry, Sony wins on every single argument. Because fucking Raya. Like, here's the thing. Disney released Raya.
Yeah.
Raya and the shit-talking dragon. And look at what Sony has released so far.
Sony, I feel like, is gonna do good.
Sony has released the two animated films that could be classified as the best of the decade.
Yeah, like Mitchell's vs. Machines and Vivo.
No, Spider-Verse.
Well, that too. Spider-Verse as well.
Spider-Verse and Mitchell's are...
They're probably, like, the best ones. Like,
best
to
ones
me, besides Spider-Verse, because that's an entire league of its own, if I had to pick, I put Mitchell's vs. Machines first, Vivo second, and then Wish Dragon.
Okay.
But I still think this is a really good movie.
See where the other one falls into place, and then we'll rate them all.
Hotel Transylvania 4.
We'll see where that's probably going to be last. To be honest,
we don't know yet.
We don't know yet, but, you know, what's going to fucking top Mitchell's vs. Machines?
I don't know.
There's nothing coming out. Like, legit, I saw the stuff that's coming out. Nothing's going to top Mitchell's vs. Machines.
Yeah. But,
You better not even know.
Something I will say about Vivo, like... Okay, so what are some things that you like about it that stand out to you?
I like the music. I especially love the lyricism.
Yes.
Like, lyricism, fucking great. I think he's, like, top-notch lyricist.
Honestly, yeah.
I like the monkey doesn't talk.
Well, he talks, but he doesn't talk to the people. He talks in his
own monologue.
That's the thing I also like about it. Like, they're not talking to each other. They're Okay, here's the thing. He's talking, but in his own language, but the humans don't understand him.
If he was talking to that little girl, it would take me out of the movie, honestly.
That would take you out of the movie?
Yes, if Lin-Manuel Miranda was talking to that kid, and she could understand him, that would honestly take me out of the movie a lot more.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of already, like... Because he already takes me out of the movie, like, a lot. Like, he already takes me out of the, like, everything, like, that he's in.
Yeah.
Which is, like... I know that's a me thing, but... I'm so happy. I'm so happy that didn't happen, because that would have been just so awkward.
Yeah. Also, I will say this, though. We do need to see In the Heights, because he also made that movie.
No. That wasn't his movie. It's his
songs.
It's his songs. It's his part of the musical, not his movie. You know who made that movie?
Who?
Same person who did Gem and the Holograms.
What?
Not joking.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Still, we gotta see it though.
Oh,
I still would like to see it.
I wanna see it. I wish I could have seen it. Probably. Like,
we're still gonna see it. We just have to, like, look for it.
I know.
Anyway, let's get back to
Vivo.
Okay. So, besides the music, lyricist stuff, what else do you like about it?
I like the kid.
The kid's honestly, like, fucking amazing.
She was witty. I really liked her.
She's like the character. Okay, legit, I don't know if it was just me, but am I the only one that thinks she's probably going to be, like, LGBT in the future?
You always think that people are going to be LGBT. They have, like colorful hair. And
well, not like that, but she's got, like, an interesting personality, honestly. Like, she was a good character to, like, watch, like, sing and stuff like that. I also liked... I think out of all the character designs, I think Vivo's was my favorite. I like that we actually had, like, an interesting... His character design was interesting. Like, it didn't feel like... it's something...
He didn't feel like an ass.
He wasn't an asshole. We finally have a main character that goes through a lot of shit that isn't an asshole. He's actually a genuinely good character.
Because he's a monkey and no one fucking can talk to him. Like, that's why. It's because nobody can communicate with him. He can't tell anybody how he's really feeling. Other animals want to eat him. So it's like, he can't do anything. He has to struggle with his inner stuff. Like,
Yeah.
And the girl also has to, because she can't really talk to anybody either.
Yeah.
Also, talk about the scene that made you tear up, I guess.
Okay, the fucking scene at the end of the movie where, like, the girl's mom ends up coming to get her from the concert hall and stuff. Mm-hmm. And before they end up going back to see the singer in person. That made me fucking cry. That scene where she talks about her dad honestly made me fucking cry. Because it's like, oh my gosh, that hit me in the feels. I don't cry a lot of the time during emotional stuff in movies.
You cry? What the fuck?
Not all the time.
You cry. It's so easy for you to get you to cry.
Not like full on like cry, but I can tear up a little bit, but not really cry. Mm-hmm. Like, this is one of those movies that I'm actually surprised I got that big of a reaction out of it when it came to that scene. Like, I can feel the sympathy for it most of the time, but like this was one of those movies that I'm surprised I actually had that big of a reaction to it. Honestly. But still, this movie is honestly really good. I just wish... I hope this movie gets attention. Because I feel like when Wish Dragon came out, it barely got any attention. And that's kind of disappointing because that movie was also really good. And stuff like that. I feel like there's some movies
Wish Dragon and... Well, they're going to reach number 1. I think all of them have.
At least once. Mm-hmm. Which is a good thing. But still, like, I feel like no one talks about Wish Dragon as much as, like, some of these other movies.
We're not talking about Wish Dragon. We're talking about Vivo.
I know. So I hope... I don't know how people are going to react to Vivo, honestly. I'm hoping there's a good reaction out of it.
People are going to compare it to fucking Disney.
Again.
I fucking hate that. Why can't Sony stand on their own? I don't know. They're not Disney. They're not Pixar. This isn't fucking Luca. I don't get it.
I don't know either.
Like, I don't understand. Can we just have good studio movies? Like, legit. Like, can we please have good movies from somewhere? Disney's not making them, so I'm gonna put my hand on Sony.
Yeah, because at least
Sony... watch Sony movies for the rest of my life. I will literally watch Sony movies for the rest of my life.
Like, I will admit this, though.
They turn out more interesting products.
I will say this, though. A lot more of the recent movies have piqued my interest when it comes to Sony and stuff like that, which is a good thing. And I feel like Sony's willing to push their boundaries a lot more than, like, Disney is, even though there is some Disney stuff that is finally being LGBTQ, but not, like, movie-wise. Well, even though there was one movie that kind of hinted at it, but not really, like, fucking said it. But, because we got Owl House a little bit. Like, honestly, a lot. But that's TV, though. Here's the thing. Disney TV is willing to put more LGBTQ stuff into their content.
They have nothing to lose.
While Disney movies are barely even doing it.
Disney movies aren't bearable. Like, they're not even... Like, Disney movies are boring. They really are fucking boring. If there's one crime that Disney movies can honestly... Like, that has just plagued them for the longest time... They're so boring. Like, they're so boring. I'm sorry, Murray. I'm sorry. But, they're so boring.
Jay, we get it. Anyway.
Raya was boring. Moana was boring. like, everything. Okay, I don't know. I think the last... I don't know. It's just, can we, I just want, hey, you know what?
What?
Sony is doing God's work because they are willing to they might not always put in the effort, because some things suck. Some things, like, they need to work on. Some things that they, like, you know, can take influence from other studios to make them better. They might not put in the effort 100% of the time, but they do have a lot of passion.
Yeah, like...
And they listen to their creators.
Honestly, yeah, like... And also, like, they're
From
willing
From what I've known. I mean, there's a lot of other movies that have probably gotten canceled. There is. there's some people like who don't want to listen. I'm not saying there isn't people who like Sony is like a wrong company that can do no wrong. I'm not saying that.
But they're willing to at least listen.
They're willing to at least like listen a little bit more
than like Disney does.
Yeah.
Like, here's the other thing. Sony also is willing to push the envelope, and like I'm glad that they're like, I know we already talked about Mitchell's vs. Machines, but I'm glad we finally got to have some LGBTQ representation in an actual movie.
You know why?
Why?
Sony is not a brand.
What is it?
Sony's not a brand. Disney's a brand.
Sony's a company?
Sony's a company. Disney's a brand.
Well, that too. And that's the thing that I'm happy that we actually got out of that and stuff like that. But I'm hoping we get more LGBTQ representation in movies and stuff like that. I advocate for that. But even though, like, that's not the main focus of, like, every movie, I just wish we had more of it and stuff. But regardless...
We will. We will get more of it. We'll get more of it so much sooner. We'll get more of it more than you'll realize.
Yeah.
In the next 5 years, we're going to be, like, drowning in it.
But I still think it's a good thing compared to like years and years.
We're gonna get drowned in it, and then like people are gonna be doing it. I think people are gonna be doing it more like a mixed bag. Some people are gonna be doing it wrong. Some people are gonna be doing it right. But everyone's gonna fucking do it.
It's just gonna take a while for it to happen. But anyway, stuff I like about Vivo. I like his character design. Honestly, the fucking soundtrack slaps. Mm-hmm. The plot didn't, like, dwell on too much shit. Mm-hmm. I feel like they went straight to the point. They didn't, like... They made the pacing pretty good. Like, it wasn't bad at all, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Which I'm surprised at. I thought this would have had, like, more stuff, like, slowed down, I guess, in a sense. But they kept it at a decent pace. It, like, went by... pretty quickly, in my opinion.
You gotta keep those kids' attention somewhat.
But it's good. Like, honestly, I'm surprised at how good this was. I didn't know what to go into with this movie, but now that I watched it, I would gladly watch it again.
Oh yeah, honestly, Sony's movies are the most watchable. I'll say that right now. I have no fucking interest to watch, like, Disney movies. Why would I? Sony animated movies are just so much more watchable.
Yeah.
They're rewatchable.
That's true.
Unbelievably rewatchable.
Okay, we get it.
They gave me such good feelings inside.
Yes.
When I was done with this, I told you that I had, like, a great, like, boost of euphoria.
You really did.
And I was like, oh my god, that just gave me such good vibe energy.
It really does. Okay, so something I will say about this before we give our rating. Please go watch this. Please go watch this movie.
So you're giving it a 10 out of 10?
I haven't said anything yet. Look, like, I don't know how much you guys want to see this movie or how many people were really interested in it, but it's really good. I feel like it's one of the better movies that Sony's done this year. Not the best one, but, like, between Mitchell's vs. Machines... I feel like it's probably second compared to... I feel like Mitchell's vs. Machines was a lot better. But this is a close second. I feel like it's a good family film. I feel like it's also just a good film to watch. But, like, it's got, like, a meaningful, passionate, like, plot that I'm happy that they actually decided to dive into. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you get to give your rating first. What do you give your rating?
I really enjoyed the music. The music carries this movie.
Honestly, yeah.
Because it's more of a musical than anything.
Yeah.
Fucking Disney, eat your heart out and get ready for your rivals. Like, honestly, because they're just doing better work than you are at this point. I mean, there's, like, you know, I'm too in love with Sony. I'm too in love with it to, like... I'm too in love with them to, like, honest to God, give, like, a less biased opinion of them. Because I think everything that they put out, no matter how like differentiating from a critical standpoint is always going to be unique and interesting to me. I'll give it a... I give it an 8 out of 10. It might change later. Might be lower. I don't know if I'm overhyping myself. I might be, but you know what? I need some euphoria in my life. I need some good like, you know, passionate music.
Yeah.
Like I need a simple story with very passionate music put behind it. That's what I need. This is what this is, honestly. And yeah.
So for me, I would probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. Like, I feel like it's pretty good and stuff like that. I really don't have any complaints with it.
Yeah, because it's nothing really to complain about. It moves really quickly.
Like, it's honestly really good. Like, I would put it between a 7.5 and an 8. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not as good as Spider-Verse, and it's not as good as Mitchell's vs. Machines, mm-hmm. but I feel like it's better than what I originally thought it was going to be and stuff like that. It's really good for what it is.
Sony knows how to give a lot with very little.
And I'm happy about that.
In terms of like knowing what it's about, because they released the trailer 2 weeks before it actually got released.
Yeah, and I was surprised at that.
Weird. That was weird.
I think they just wanted to like surprise people with it.
But normally Netflix releases the trailer a month before, so it's not really that weird for that happening.
Yeah.
So wait, one more last question.
Sure.
Which do you think will be better? Spider-Verse 1 or Spider-Verse 2?
I don't know yet, Jay. I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
We're going to have to wait and see.
Keeping the track record of what they've got.
I feel like it'll be just as good. I feel like it's going to be...
You think they can top themselves?
Probably. They can probably top themselves when it comes to Spider-Verse and stuff, but we're not going to know until it actually
Well, we won't
happens.
know because... Aren't they coming back as directors again? I don't even know.
I don't know either. Anyway, that's the end of the podcast, guys. So probably the next podcast, depending on how stuff goes, uploads are going to be a little bit slow for a little bit until we can get stuff figured out. But we're still going to be doing content. Probably the next one, if we don't find any other movies or like TV shows to watch, I think the next one's probably going to be Owl House that we do a review on.
Yeah, but we got to wait for that to season 2 to end.
Yeah, and if that doesn't end, we do plan on watching Amphibia though. And I would like
that's going to take a longer time to finish.
Jay, there's only like 2 seasons out. It's not even that long.
I know, but you said we were going to watch Amphibia after Owl House.
Well, it depends on how long it takes for the episodes to come out, because I'm willing to do it earlier if the episodes are taking a while.
Okay.
But we do plan on watching Amphibia because I've been kind of curious about it ever since like the season 2 like finale, I think. Mm-hmm. I've been kind of curious about since then, so we're going to see how that goes. I'm willing to kind of give it a chance and see what it's like. Even though I wasn't really drawn into it when it started, I am curious about it now. So be on the lookout for that, probably sometime soon-ish. It's either going to be Owl House or Amphibia we do next, which is something good because we haven't done very many TV shows, and I want to do more TV shows and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more content coming soon, along with checking out our social medias in the description below, and we'll see you guys next time. I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out.